Hello, everyone. This is Esther Kane with aginginplacedirectory.com, recording episode number 9. And this episode is going to be on smart home technology to support independent living. I want to thank you so much for joining the podcast today. And I love this topic because I am very much into gadgets and technology. I I wish I was 20 years old so that I could see the advances that are going to be coming up in the next 50, 60 years. It's going to be amazing, I think. But let's talk about how technology can be used and can help seniors to age in place, and really anyone with any form of disability to be as independent as possible. So to kick things off, let's talk about what I actually mean by smart home technology. Now, essentially, it refers to devices, gadgets, anything that is used via the internet, can be controlled remotely, usually through a smartphone, a tablet, a computer. And these technologies can really help to automate a lot of the everyday tasks and enhance security and even monitor health, well-being. I love all the new fall detection devices that are coming out. Any kind of product or gadget. Just today, Samsung announced that they are coming out with a ring to help monitor your health. I haven't seen much about it, so I don't know what it can actually do. But wouldn't that be amazing to have a product just around your finger that can help to monitor your heart rate, your, blood pressure, your blood sugar? I have no idea what it can do, but it would be quite amazing to be able to do that, especially since there seems to be more and more of a shortage of physicians and nurses and healthcare workers. So we need a lot of this technology to help us to stay healthy and safe in our own homes without having to always get up and run to the doctor. Okay, so what are the key benefits of smart home technology for seniors? Well, obviously, one of the very first things I can think of is safety and security. Obviously, making your home safe with technology is very important. You can use alarm system, video doorbells, video cameras. I have all of those installed in my own home, and it's wonderful to be able to just pick up my phone, lock my doors, tap into a camera to see who's in the front, who's in the back, who's on the side, if anyone. It's a great way to see what kinds of animals come around your home when you're not even aware. Anyway, it's a great way to secure the property. But one of the things that I like about the fact that it's technology is that you're not the only one, the homeowner is not the only one that is necessarily tapped into the phone to monitor the house. It could be, a family member, a caregiver, anyone like that could certainly tap in and see what's happening over at mom's house or dad's house or grandma. Another benefit of this smart technology is basically, like I said, the health monitoring devices like pill dispensers and, the wearable health monitors like the new Samsung Ring. There's a lot of watches that do that. They could track vital signs, and some of them can even send that information to your physician. A lot of companies, a lot of healthcare companies are coming out with their own products or collaborating with existing products in order to have that information being sent into their system. It's a wonderful way to keep your doctors informed, to have all that data right there in front of them so that they can make the most informed decisions to help you with your health, especially now with a lot of virtual telehealth type of, not occupations. It's very late at night and I'm a little tired. But when you go to telehealth, yeah, your appointments, a lot of telehealth appointments, it's great if the doctor already has a lot of that information so that he can give you the best possible information. Hopefully, if he's a good doctor, right? Um, One of the other benefits I think that I use it mostly often for, is convenience and comfort. And that I use a lot of the voice activated devices like Google Home or Amazon's Alexa. I love them to be able to remind me of things, to, keep me up to date with my calendar, I use it as a telephone to call anyone, and obviously it can use it as an emergency type of call. There's thousands of um, plugins or extensions that you can add to either of these, either Alexa or Google Home, that can make them even more useful. Alexa itself has a alert device so that you can set it up so that it can monitor if glass breaks, if someone is breaking in through a window. It can also make the sound of a barking dog if someone comes nearby. It can also, call your up to five different people, I think, for free, and to let them know that you need some help. There's a lot of different types of activities, and I'll have a link to an article on a website below of a lot of these apps that you can put on Alexa, specifically Alexa, to help seniors stay safer at home. And I think caregivers will be interested in that as well, the family caregivers. And the last benefit that I think is so important, especially for older adults, is social connectivity. I use the Amazon Echo, which is Alexa's device that has a screen. But there are so many now that are voice activated screens that you can use almost like a FaceTime kind of thing and have virtual conversations, with family members, with friends. It's a great way to speak with someone and to see them. Of course, I agree they have to have that device as well, but it's a wonderful Christmas gift or Hanukkah gift or any holiday type of gift to give to someone that you want to stay connected with. Yeah, you can get on your computer and use Zoom. Obviously, you can do that. But if you want something by your lounge chair or your sofa, or you want one unit that can do multiple things, then I think getting any of these voice activated smart devices or smart speakers, some of them are called, with a screen is a great little tool. I like tools that can do multiple things. That way you're not filling your house with a lot of gadgetry. They all have their own purposes, but so some of the most popular smart home devices that most older adults are implementing are as the smart speakers or voice activated devices. Personally, I think having one in every room of your home is very important. I know a lot of people are very nervous about the privacy issues, but I think that being safe and having that, especially if you live alone, having that connection to be able to call someone, even if you think you can reach your cell phone, what if you cannot? Being able to use your voice to call for help is so very, very important, I think. And that trumps a lot of privacy issues, at least for me. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm sure I'll get some comments on that. The other popular smart devices are smart thermostats. My personal thermostat is a Google Nest thermostat. And what I love about it is that I can set it to a particular temperature. And when it gets below that temperature, then the heat will come on. When it gets above that temperature, the air conditioner will come on. So I never really have to touch it. It just automatically does what it needs to do to keep my home at an even temperature. So I love that. Smart security systems. Whether you use Simply Safe or any of the other wonderful smart technologies that are connected to Wi-Fi, it's a great way to keep your home safe. If you have mobility issues and you finally get to bed, it can take a while to get to bed. You're finally there and you realize, oh, I forgot to turn on the security alarm. But with these systems, you can pick up your cell phone, which hopefully is right next to you. Pick up your cell phone, you can turn on your security system right from there. You can get to the cameras, you can purchase window sensors, video sensors, outdoor cameras, indoor cameras, and you can view all of that and get all that information right from your phone. And they're fairly inexpensive compared to the hardwired security systems that we all used to have in our homes, or a lot of us used to have in our homes. One of the great little gadgets that I absolutely love, a smart gadget, is the robotic vacuum cleaners. Now, I started off with Roomba for quite a while, but I ended up switching over to Sharp. I think it's Sharp because they have the blade is plastic, and Roomba's blade is a brush. Now, if you have pets, you know that that hair can end up clogging up that brush. Whereas with a plastic blade, it falls right off and it gets sucked right into it self empties, which is amazing. So the robotic vacuum cleaner has been a great, tremendous benefit for me. I have one upstairs and I have one downstairs. So until they come up with one that can actually climb stairs, I'm going to have both of them because they have saved me so much time, and I absolutely love them. So consider that as a gift to a senior person. Smart lighting. A lot of my lights are on a timer, which I control with my Alexa device. It's great. They just turn on, they turn off. I can change the time when the time changes. And some of them also I have are motion activated. Those are the ones that I put in the bathrooms so that when I walk into a bathroom, the light comes on. Especially if you go to the bathroom, mostly if you use it in the evenings, during the night, it's great to walk in and have the light come on. So consider motion activated and smart lighting to make any type of way in your home as safer. If I have seen motion activated lights on stairways, that will take a little bit of time and work to get that in there. But if you are so inclined, that's an idea to put that on there. Another thing that I really enjoy with my security system are my video doorbells. Because I'm at home alone quite often, it's great to, if somebody comes to the door, to be able to just speak to them via my phone to say, yes, who are you? Why are you here? Especially now with so many solicitors coming by. It's the political season, so of course they're all coming by. But it's a great security system, and I don't have to go running to the door to find out who's there. Medication reminders and fall detection devices are two wonderful ways to help keep seniors safe by taking the correct medication at the right time, and then also to help if they've fallen, it can create an alert to whomever that they have, be it a service or if they have several people on their system to contact. Of course, if you've fallen and you're still lucid, you can use your voice with any of the voice activated devices to call for help. But I love that they're integrating more and more of these. I even saw an overhead light. I think it's Nobi, N-O-B-I, that it's not only just an overhead light, but it's also a fall detection system, which I think is quite amazing at this point. It's mostly in Europe, whereas in Europe, they tend to come out with a lot of these technologies first, and then they migrate over here to the US. Another another way that smart home technology is entering our products is smart appliances. And that means refrigerators, that have the internet right on there. Some, you can create shopping lists right on there. So it's going to get to the point where refrigerators will notice that there's no milk in a specific spot where the milk is supposed to be. So then it'll add the milk to your shopping list. Ovens that shut off automatically after a certain time. Any item, the toaster oven, coffee pots, whatever that shut off automatically, all of those are for safety to help keep, any chance of fire or injury in the home. So there's a lot of smart appliances. I had to buy a new washer and dryer for my home, and they are Wi-Fi connected. So because my washer and dryer are upstairs, I get notified on my phone when they're done, because I can't hear them from down here. So I find that very helpful. Then I know I have to go up there and change or take it out of the dryer or whatever. One of the issues that I know will happen with older adults and technology is, of course, the ease of use and learning how to use them. I have a very funny story. My mom-in-law, we introduced the Alexa device for her when she was in her 90s. And she understood that it was a product that she could use for music and to talk to us, but she never quite was able to grasp how to use it. She would forget to call the word Alexa. She would forget the name Alexa. When she wanted it to stop, she would just yell at it to stop without using the word Alexa. It was, it never quite worked out for her. So we had to give up on that. But obviously, if it's possible to work with someone on a device to train them, to teach them how to use it safely, then I would say go for it. Some of the tips that I can give you are to start small. Begin with one device, just work on that one device over and over again, and have it, write down the steps, simplify them. Don't let them write it down. It doesn't work well that way. At least I have never found it to be. You write down the steps, as simple as possible, and then have them follow those steps. And then you can alter them if they need to be. But definitely begin with one device, maybe the thermostat, maybe Amazon Echo or Google Home, whatever. And if you do use any of the voice activated devices, just start with one command. Just keep working with one command until they've got that down, and then add another command, and so on. You want to make sure that they can actually manipulate the device. If the device has very small buttons or very small text that they can't see, it may not be a compatible device. So you do want to consider the aesthetics of the device to make sure that it fits what that person can and cannot, do easily. I know I always have to put on my glasses to see something, sometimes a magnifying glass. You want to obviously keep the device updated as is needed. It's not something that they necessarily need to do, because I think that's where things get definitely more confusing. My mom-in-law had to have a new thermostat put in. Hers was maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 years old, and it just conked out. So obviously they don't make old thermostats anymore. So the new one, she was never, ever able to operate. In fact, it got so bad that at one point in the summer, she simply could not turn on the AC. She didn't know how. And since none of us lived near her, we had to get somebody from the computer club in her facility to come and do that for her. She was embarrassed. She was not happy about that. She felt that it was very complicated, where it really wasn't, but for her, it was. So you want to make sure that whatever it is that they have, that they can use it, they can manipulate it, and it makes some sort of sense to them. Maybe not at the beginning, but hopefully eventually. Well, I hope you got some good information from this podcast. I love talking about technology. I think it's amazing. It's scary. It's amazing all at the same time. But I'm sure every time anything new has been introduced into the world, there have always been some scary stories about it. So thank you very much for joining us on this episode. Please subscribe to our podcast. And of course, we'll be having this presentation also on our YouTube channel. And I'll have some of that information down below, along with that article on the Alexa commands that you can use. All right, take care and have a wonderful day. See you next time.